Hello, everybody. Welcome to today's market update. It is so good to be back. I have very much missed the charts and doing analysis and trading with you guys. This video will be a follow-up to this morning's live stream. So this will be, I'd like to make this as brief as I can. And then if you would like a more in-depth explanation of my analysis here, feel free to watch this morning's live stream. It is a start to finish analysis of basically of how I came to this conclusion so far. So again, I'll try to keep this as brief as I can. Ultimately, what we have here is now a deviation, right? We have gained acceptance back into this upper range that we spent quite some time in here, basically to the dollar tap at the midline, right? So when you're at the midline of a range, you typically, that is not a place to take swing trades, right? You would prefer to enter, at the range high or at the range low. Okay. What I'm looking at here, given the amount of volume and positive delta that was pushed into this move up, I think it's likely that this move sticks. I do not think that we're going to all of a sudden come back down here. I think that the likelihood of that is very low. In fact, I think it's even a low likelihood that we see a move down to the bottom of the range before continuation to the upside. And I'll explain why. Right now, everybody who did not long here, that's been sidelined, essentially they missed this move up, right? And what would be a cause for max pain for most people would be as if, basically we had just continuation to the upside, right? Forcing people to buy at higher levels and likely then, get stopped out before then actually having continuation to the upside. So in my opinion, like everybody, what's the ideal scenario that everyone wants, and myself included, would be is if we range here, lose a range, come back down here to the bottom of the range for a back test. So everybody and their sister can essentially long this zone, right? Because it's what we all want. And then, to have continuation to the upside. So for that reason, I actually don't think that this is a likely scenario to play out. I do think it is more likely that we see continuation to the upside, and I wouldn't be really interested in doing any sort of a swing short position, until, here or maybe somewhere up here, or, at the very least the high of the range here, right? So we do have some nice areas of confluence here. These areas, if we were to see a, without me going into great detail about it, if you'd like to see why, please take a look at my analysis. There are essentially at least 3 or more high time frame confluences at these zones, including the time of the zones, the time and price of these zones. So if we see price enter any one of these areas at around this time, I would be interested in some degree of a short. Okay, and these two areas here are nice pockets of liquidity. So this monthly level, we could see some degree of a rejection, and then of course up here as well. I want to go down to lower time frames here. Going to get rid of this and pull up our channel here, our fixed range. Here I'm basically looking to trade the range. Looking for some degree of a deviation, take out this high, come back down. Invalidation would be if price were to gain acceptance above this untapped weekly and naked point of control, which is also the range value area high of this old range that we have now reclaimed. So yeah, some degree of a deviation. This could be it, and I've entered a little bit here, but I would like a little bit more, and then basically a move back down to the bottom of the range, take profit at the midline, take profit down here, and then I would look for, a long basically at the bottom of the range here, invalidation below this order block. To me, this would be like a really good this it for trading this range. This is a great area here. In general, I think anywhere down to here would for me be like, you know, I wouldn't. I think it would be a good spot to long for a continuation to the upside. Actually, this order block here, I do. And you can see how it was a really key resistance, support, fell through, straight through, and now, you know, like a deviation of this little mini range here with then, you know, a move down to this order block for then continuation to the upside, I think would be an awesome area to long. So it's something that I'm going to keep an eye on. At the very least, I'm going to, you know, trade this range. So a move to the bottom of the range, I'm going to start laddering in here down to this order block. If we were to, you know, gain acceptance below this order block and have a move lower, I would get stopped out or simply close my trade and look lower, right? Possibly to just fill this fair value gap. Like I said in the beginning of this video, I just don't see it being likely that we get that move down to the bottom of the larger range that we have here, because it seems like that's what everyone would want, right? No one, like, would you rather, you know, long this, you know, 18,500 zone for a move up to 23K, or would you rather long, you know, here for a move up to 23K? Well, of course you'd rather long here, and that's why it's not going to happen, in my opinion. So yeah, for the time being, small positions. I'm going to be, I did short a little bit here. I'll ladder in more, a little bit higher. Invalidation, acceptance above this untapped weekly here. Back to the bottom of the range. I'll start to long again. At the very least, down to this order block, which was a very important SR zone in the past. And I am going to be a little bit heavier on my longs than I am on my shorts, because I do believe that we are going to have more continuation to the upside, right? If we simply start to lose levels and we go down, then there's no reason to long. I'm actually going to stay away from limit orders right now, and I'm going to do market buys based on what I see right in front of me. I have alerts set here, you know, at about 20,300 and then 20,500. Once these alerts hit, I know that I'll look at price, see how it's doing, take the trade, and essentially go from there, right? If, you know, like I said, if price simply starts to fall and we do get a significant move to the downside, let's see if I can pull this up here. Here it is. If we do, say, start to really lose levels and go to the downside, I would actually be hesitant on the longing here. All right, in my opinion, it's either going to get front ran, say, just by filling this fair value gap, or we're going to go deeper than people would expect. And along this back test, you know, we would either this would be a deviation, or we would have a move to the downside. This would actually be a pretty savage move. But given the volume and the positive delta that we have here, I think the likelihood of getting that move down there is lower than simply having a range here for some time, right? Or at the very least, just continuation to the upside. So, like I said, for now, I'm simply going to trade the range. Simply trade this range here. And, you know, just watch on a higher time frame what price is going to do. And it's as simple as that. So being back now from holiday, we'll be back on our regular schedule. As I said in the live stream, we are going to be doing our Monday market updates. We are going to have our Wednesday altcoin analysis, and our live stream is now Wednesday at 11 a.m. EST, as we voted for in the Discord. And then, of course, our Friday market wrap-ups, and I will be active in the Discord Monday through Friday, as per usual. I'm really, really excited. This volatility and this force of participation in the market seeing this massive move up has gotten a lot of people really excited, including myself. So I'm really looking forward to trading the charts with you guys. But in the meantime, this is what we have. Let's be patient, wait for the setups, and we'll take the trades.